Now you are listening to the Huddle, and Riq, we're really, really happy to have you. Let me just say, this is not going to be a surprise to you because you're going to say, of course, but you've had a very great preseason. You've looked really, really stellar. Did it feel good to get out there and kind of just show that, like, I know who I am and I know what I've got? Like, did you feel satisfied with your preseason?
Yeah, no, I was happy for real, but I was just ready for the season to start, honestly.
I'm sure.
The preseason felt like it took a long time, but it went by fast, though. I was just happy that I was out there to be able to get reps and stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you're one of the guys they trust to kind of lock a guy down, and them putting that kind of faith in you has to kind of build you up a little bit, right? I mean, how good does that feel to know that they just know, hey, Riq's going to be on that guy, he can take him away?
Honestly, it feels amazing just because I know that I'm helping my team out, but also, when you consider yourself one of the best in the game, you got to do the stuff that how can I say that, claims that you are one of those guys. But I just take it as a fun challenge to me, and shoot, it's another step in my career, and I see it as a stepping stone for real because, for a whole defensive staff to trust in a guy to take care of an impact player on somebody else's team, especially in the game of football, that's a key thing to do. So, I appreciate their trust in me, and, my work has been speaking for itself for them to be able to trust in me.
Riq, you were one of the more interesting players when you got drafted because you look at just your history and how you got to where you are in the position. So then to see the jumps you've made in your technique's been crazy to me. I was watching, I can only get stuff on Instagram when y'all was in Tennessee, and I'm a receiver. And I'm watching this clip with my son, and I go, Riq just ran that route for him. My son's like, what you mean? I go, when a DB is running the route for you, that means he's picking up on all your keys and everything that you're doing. What did you focus on when it comes to technique this offseason to get you where you are right now?
Just trusting my technique, just trying to be more consistent in my technique, and just understanding that my abilities as a corner, I know I'm fast, I know I'm tall, I know I can make up a lot of ground. So just being able to just trust, being patient, and trusting your eyes and stuff like that. Every corner you're probably gonna say eyes and stuff like that, but it's just different whenever you're able to, consistently, focus and lock in with your eyes, especially when you're a cornerback. Just because some plays you might get bored,
right?
Plays may not come your way, so you just got to be able to just lock in and have great focus on with your eyes and technique.
What's Mike Macdonald like as a head coach? What feels different?
Honestly, he a great coach, but I feel like what makes it feel much different is that, in the atmosphere, you can just feel that, it's becoming more of like a real team for real. Like, it's starting to become like a NFL like type atmosphere. I'm not saying it wasn't before, but you just can feel, a difference for real, and a shift of culture. And he's a mastermind for real, and it's just different when you have a coach that, understands the players and how the players are playing in certain positions on the field. It's clips of coaches going out there getting reps at the spots the players would be out. A coach would be out of nickel, coach would be out of corner spot, and it's crazy because I ain't never seen that before, because some people, they just coach the game and coach the game, but it's different when you coach a game and you're able to relate to your players based off the speeds that they are playing at, because you put your coaches and yourself in those positions to work out a scheme and see how it's going to work for your team. So just different things like that. It feels great to have him as a head coach, and I feel like he's going to lead us, to the right direction. And I feel like so far, week one is going to be the step we take as a team, and we're going to see where we at even more.
Tell us about Coach Dirty. Do you pick up on his accent? Is it okay? It's cool now. You understand him.
It was pretty easy when he first came in. I feel like the hard part is just trying not to laugh. That was probably the first thing for real, because especially in a business like this, there's not many coaches that's going to have an accent for real.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things that you had to pick up on, and over time, you just get used to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, real quick, just the communication. We were just talking about that. Like, what does, how much has that changed from last year for you? As far as, just everybody, it looks like everybody on the sidelines, everybody on defense is yelling things out, and you guys are communicating a lot better. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed is that markedly different than last year?
Yeah, just a bit, just because I feel like we focused a lot on, using a lot of communication, especially, as a defense and as a secondary, it's something you got to master. And I feel like since we do play in one of the best stadiums in the league, Lumen gets pretty loud, you guys know. So whenever it's time to communicate, we got to be on point. And we know how it's going to be like in a game atmosphere. So at practice, we got to treat it as much as a game as much as possible. So I feel like that's why our communication has been getting better and better. We still got stuff to work on, but as long as we're taking a step each day, then we'll be good.
When I was in college, they used to surprise us with uniform changes, and they let us know like 2 days before so we get our fits right. So when y'all found out you were wearing the throwbacks, do y'all still get excited that you're wearing the throwbacks, or is it just another day for y'all?
A little bit, kind of excited, but I mean, hey, we already when you already won one time. A couple of times you get used to it for real, but I'm always happy to put on a throwback uniform just because, it is one of the best uniforms, but, it's a lot of tradition in those uniforms for real. And for us to be able to wear them now and, put on a great show for the fans in those uniforms, it's pretty cool for real.
It's going to be very fun to see you guys out there, especially week 1 at home in those throwbacks. Riq, thank you so much for joining us, man. We really appreciate it. You are listening to The Huddle, a preview of next season coming up next.
Seattle Sports, your home.